Revolt Radio, and we are so excited about this special interview that we have going on tonight. And you all are going to be in for a great treat. I'm telling you, you are going to experience the best Revolt Radio show that you've ever experienced because we have a special guest with us, and we're going to get into it. But first, I am your girl Merk, aka Miss P31,
and it's your boy Timo with the dance moves.
And we know that you're used to hearing, another voice.
Right.
But, he's playing a different role today. He is actually our interviewee. Yes. We want to welcome our special guest, Mr. Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah, the voice is still here. I'm in artist mode.
Yeah.
So, this is an exciting time.
Very exciting. It's out, guys. What we've been waiting for, and also what a lot of us have been, not too excited for. Excited for the album, but, it's the curtain's coming down.
Yeah, man, the curtains came down, especially for all of those who got the limited edition. They already have been banging it. I've been getting a lot of text messages, a lot of emails about this album. So at midnight, or depending on whenever y'all are watching this, it is Southside is now available right now. One of two of the double album, MD 2020.
Yes. Now, the special thing about this album is it's your last album.
The last dance.
You're saying farewell.
Yeah.
After 20 years.
Yeah.
20 of them dimes.
Twanky. The twanky.
Give him that twanky after 20 years.
Yeah, man.
That twanky clock.
Yeah. Shout out to Twanky Clark.
So we've been keeping that theme going with the release dates. As we said, November 20th, MD 2020 Southside is released for the world.
Yes.
And then we have December 20th, Soulside is coming out. So tell us, why was it so important for you to do two albums instead of just the one?
Well, initially, when I first gave my life to God and started my career as a Christian hip-hop artist, I always said that I was going to tithe my career. So what I would have done if I would have stayed in the secular realm was, 10 albums. The average hip-hop career or the average record deal for an artist is 7 albums.
Yeah.
And when you talk about longevity, a lot of people go to, past 10 or 13.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had intended on doing 10. And then I remember going to Free Life in Atlanta, my brother Ken Jones, Pastor Ken Jones, and he prophesied that there was another album that I was supposed to do. And I trust his word, and I trust his prophecy. And God spoke to me and confirmed it. He said it would be a double album because the number 12 meant divine government. It was 12 disciples. You know what I'm saying? So basically it would be the end of the legacy or the blueprint when you look over. So you're looking at 20 years, 12 solo albums. And I wanted to make it a double album because it seemed like, at least to me, like any elite artist has a double album. You know what I'm saying? Tupac double album, Notorious B.I.G. double album, Master P double album, Jay-Z double album, Mr. Dale double album.
Right. Outkast double album.
Yeah, Outkast double album. So.
Yes. And we definitely put you up there with the classics.
Oh,
yeah.
With the greats.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
I put myself up there too.
Yes. With your hard work though, you put yourself up there. I know in your mind that's what you meant, but you have really put a stamp on the game with your talent, with your creativity. And so there's a lot of hype behind the final Mr. Dale album. You know, and so you are known for getting these great features and all this. How did you go about deciding who to invite on your last album?
Initially when I first started recording it, like, I have everything thought out. Like, I even thought about the concert. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm gonna go back and get some of the old Holy South members and do a reunion and all, you know what I'm saying, and like all that other stuff. And then when it came to the album, it was more so about, like I do with all the albums, it's really God led. You know what I'm saying? It's really God led, and but this one was basically who was really near and dear to me, and who all that I've mentored and touched. I wanted the album to kind of speak to the legacy as well as the history. You know what I'm saying? So of course you have Ken Jones. You know, that has been a staple, you know, for my entire career. And then you have all of these other artists who I ended up, you know, mentoring and, you know, just really becoming family, you know, with. So everyone on the album, you know, I have a close relationship with now in this moment. So that was important.
Now, one of my personal favorite songs that I would really love for the audience to hear is a song called Every Night. And that features 1K Few. Talk to us about that song. Why did you specifically choose 1K Few to be on that song? And I mean, it's just a banger. Like, what can the fans expect to hear when it comes to that?
1K Few came up out of Canton's church before he even got with Lecrae. And one thing about me and Canton, we've always been, you know, able to spot talent before the world, you know, grab the whole of them. And 1K Few is just, to me, he represents the future. You know what I'm saying? So when I had to get 1K Few because he's like he's the future. Like it's two artists on the album that represent the future. I think 1K Few represents the future of what me and Canton, the foundation that we laid as far as hip hop ministry, and then Merk P31. You know, she represents the future. So I wanted to pick, you know, a young man and a young woman who I felt comfortable with leaving the game and knowing that the game was going to be in good hands with these artists. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of artists out there who are leading the charge and doing awesome things, but you know, that was just who I chose to part with. And plus Atlanta, you know, 1K Few's from Atlanta, and Atlanta represents a special place in my heart. It's like a second home, you know, to me. You know what I'm saying? Because after Memphis, Atlanta is what really, you know, broke Mr. Dale to the nation, you know, was Atlanta. So I really wanted not only for Canton to represent, but for a new artist that was actually born in Atlanta, and him to really be a student. He was a student of Mr. Dale and Ken Jones. Like as a kid, he would come up listening to us. So, you know, it was just a no-brainer. I had to set it off with him.
Well, let's get into this ATL jam.
World premiere MD 2020. Y'all know what it is. Mr. Dale featuring 1K Few. This is Every Night. Turn that thing up, man. Southside, let's ride.
And a beat, making history. It's a repeat. And a beat, making history. It's a repeat. Lights up every night, boxed up every night, blessed up every night, every night. Lights up every night, boxed up every night, blessed up every night, every night. Came in with my brothers and we litty every night. She say I'm a king and I told her show you right. Touchdown in Bahamas, thanking Jesus on the flight. Flexing with the angels up in heaven, what a sight. And I'm in the city while I'm beaming with the lights. I can't even lie, I think the gang gon' be alright. Time to take it up into a whole nother height. Probably won't be president, but then again I'm mine. I gotta go up right now. Why would I wait right now? Tryna get straight right now. No, and we on the move right now. Can't coming through right now. Coming out the zoo right now. What you gon' do right now? Talking about you right now. Gotta be true right now. Right now, right now, right now. Sheesh, sheesh. Thinking the Lord we free. Dale, you know you a G. Real son of G. And a beat, making history. It's a repeat.
I gave my life to God, then he'll never leave me lonely. Instantly I said below. I think he a phony, all that leeching while he preaching, plus I bet he's stealing money. Top of that, he got a wife, right? She be acting funny, she be jelly of the women, cause her hubby dipping in honey. Man, I'm straight, church for fake, crooked like the Watergate. Guess he tried to be a fisherman, but I didn't take the bait, oh well. Flight to ATL, room 112, where the players dwell. I was with the gang, getting lit and chasing much tail. Down in Magic City, where they shaking to get bitties. I was rapping to this pretty, suddenly I got convicted. I was sweating like Big Red's perm when he smashed Bird in the 5 heartbeats. Man, this life ain't been sweet. Holy Ghost take over me, for my sins deliver me. I got stay right in that seat, until then the day we be in a beat.
And I'm making history. It's a repeat. And I'm making history. It's a repeat. Lights up every night, bossed up every night, blessed up every night, every night. Lights up every night, bossed up every night, blessed up every night, every night.
We back, Revolt Radio. Y'all already know what it is.
You can't come back calm like
We
that.
got from
Talking
Mr.
about we back. You came back like you just heard a jazz song. No. Man, we back. That was a banger. That's how you supposed to do it.
I got you.
Yeah. Take 2.
Take 2.
Yeah. No, we keep it on. We ain't even keep it a mess up.
Yeah.
It's a teaching moment.
Right. Man, we back.
Yeah.
The mister showing out.
Yeah, man.
Got the young blood on there, but you know what, man?
What's up?
You still was the heartbeat of the song. No disrespect to 1K Few, but you have a lot of people when they get a collab, like the other out, but the Mr. carried that one to me.
Man, look here, man. Look here, man. OGs, man. Come on, man.
I mean, like that's been your style consistently, though.
Yeah.
Might as well be called Mr. Dale, the party starter.
Yeah.
When we talking about like Kingdom hip hop,
Kingdom Crunk.
you one who if he on the thing, that's the show to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the show to beat. And so to have this collab with 1K Few and this amazing song that came out of, this is just one of many collabs.
Yeah.
On the record.
Shout out to my brother 1K Few, 1K Famo. I just love how they moving, man. It just reminds me of the Holy South. You know what I'm saying? This movement and everything, and that just lets you know just the impact that we made. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So aside from that collab, what collab are you most excited for people to hear on the new album?
Man, all of it. You know what I mean? All of it. It's not one, man. It's not one because, of course, me and Ken have done so many hits together. You know what I'm saying? But then again, though, the world hasn't heard Adagio. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The word, one of the girls from Adagio, Brittany Claire. Mm-hmm. Amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, we got her up next.
Yeah,
we got her up next. So, and it's so funny, with her because, God handpicked her and she let her tell it. She wants to be in the background. Like, she's like, no, I'm not a front person, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no. And she's on, and I put on 2 songs. She's on South Side and she's on Soul Side. But this joint right here coming up, it was just she really set it off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because the entire double album is really a journey. It's love, loss, and legacy. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to be completely open and vulnerable about the entire 20-year experience. So the song that she's on, represents, me giving my life to God and me getting into my first, Christian relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that she killed it, man. She just killed it. I wanted to give that lovers and friends type early 2000, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like vibe on this joint. So Yeah.
And you did, it's fire. I love this song. I mean, that's what I love about you though, is how you have the ability to do these two different sounds. It's like you've got this hype every night, but then you do such a good job with this R&B soul sound too. And we're gonna talk some more about that. But before we do, let's go ahead and introduce this next song.
This next song is featuring Brittany Claire of Adagio. This is Who Knows, on that Southside album that is available at midnight.
Yes.
Or if you listen past the 20th, it's out right now. So you can go and check it out. This is Who Knows.
Since the first day on my birthday, in the worst way, what is your name? Never mind the fame, I can get that. I'm just looking for a girl with some give back. Can you give back? Shout it, dig that. You and me together like a Kit Kat. Never break up, no cat fights, no K9s, just makeups. I turns up, but I settle down like two pops. I used to get around, soul needs rain like candy, like brandy. I wanna be down, I'm rambling, I rumble. Can a Memphis brother get the number? Not another, never put asunder. Where the story goes, I wonder.
Take me, heal me. I know you see me. I just whatever could be, more than a maybe. All the possibilities. You'll just have to see, 'cause I wonder, and I want you. You could be everything that I need and more. Who knows, who knows, who knows?
Yeah, heard before. I'ma make sure you never heard again. Just the other day I was born again. Now I feel like I was born to win. Never knew my dad, so I gotta avoid. Mama threw me out, so I'm paranoid. Trust is a luxury I avoid. Trust you'll be all I need and more. Never knew that, had to back that. Love I gave is the love I lack. But I'm reading and I'm praying. Hope one day I don't lose that. Take my hand, follow me as I follow G.O.D. We can write our destiny together, it's so heavenly.
Take me, heal me. I know you see me. I could be more than a maybe. All the possibilities. You just have to see, 'cause I wonder. 'Cause I wonder, and I want you. I know you could be everything and more.
Yes, I just love that groove.
Yeah, man.
You still got a groove to it. Like it's the aftershock of a Mr. Dale groove. You still be just moving the shoulders and stuff.
Come on, man.
You know?
Ooh-wee.
So look, this the way you did this album really reminds me of one of my favorite albums, Love Noise.
Yeah.
And if you all do not know, if you're like, because I'm not going to assume that everybody has been rocking with you from the beginning, because this is a long career. And I've seen you remain relevant for so long and gain such a great young following. Like even over the past few years since I've been doing it, I've seen young people just attach to you and just be like completely in love with Mr. Dale as if you just came out. So for those who may not have journeyed through these 12 albums, Love Noise was the 9th studio album. And it is before this album came out. It was me and T-Mo's favorite album.
It was number one.
It was our favorite album, and I loved it because we get to see two different sounds on that album. You got the hype, the bangers, but then you also had the soul and the groove. And I think that allowed it to be one of the most replayable albums. Like you could just ride to it, you could groove to it. Timo said that he feels that Black is your most lyrical and conceptual album. Fill in the blank for me. 2020 is my most what album? What would you say?
It's my masterpiece.
Okay.
Yeah, I that was the word that just kept hitting me because I had time to do this. COVID allowed me time. Like every album of my career, I have juggled being on the road, being a pastor, and being an artist, and just having to do those duties physically. Having to show up, be on the road, and this, that, and the third. But COVID just took a massive break, off of the road. I'm doing things virtually online. So it just gave me so much time to really be an artist again. Like back when I was 18, you know what I'm saying? And back when I was running around with Juicy J and DJ Paul and just being a student, and it just gave me the ability to really take my time with it and really just like hear from God about the complete journey. You know what I mean? And that's why I just like, man, this is my masterpiece, because it's just, I see no wrong in it. Like I wasn't rushed. It wasn't no label rushing me for the release date. I set it at my own pace. The 11th album on 11/20.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? The 12th album on 12/20. So, yeah.
The marketing is genius.
Right. and so, right. That's what you do. That's what a marketing genius. I call you. I just call you a genius. That's genius.
Thank you, bro.
And so, you brought up, this is your masterpiece.
Yeah.
A lot of people, people debate all day long. Like, which one is your greatest? Some people say Hope Dealer. Some people say Love Noise. Some people say Black. A lot of people gonna say 2020 after this.
Yeah, well, I think masterpiece is different from classic. When you like break down master, it's just a piece that I mastered. Like it's been 20 years. I mastered this ministry well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when, just like they say in the college field, if you get your master's, that means you've mastered something. So I just feel like 20 years of hip-hop ministry, something that I literally built from the dirt, from the mud, you know what I'm saying? And now it is a worldwide phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is my masterpiece. This is the final work of art. You know what I'm saying? The body of work that you can, even if you've never heard any of the albums, it sums up who Dale is. I mean, that's why it's a double album. Like, I'm a Gemini. I have two sides. I have a south side, a street side, and I have this soul side. You know what I'm saying? So you get both. That's a master package. The complete package.
So how would you say you have evolved as an artist from when you first came in the game to Indie 2020?
I think it's just sonically. You know what I'm saying? Just as the sound evolved, I evolved with it. You know what I'm saying? So many artists, they stuck in their era and they never grow. And me still being a student. Like I'm always a student. I'm always learning. I'm always watching documentaries. I'm always studying the game. Like I just fell in love with it. So if you remain a student, I think you'll always be able to be relevant in every season.
Now, I don't want to ask a question going into this next song because I want the song to speak for itself a little bit, and we're gonna talk about it after. But introduce the next song that we about to play for the people.
Man, the next song is the first single, and the video should be out because I'm dropping the video on the release date.
Yes.
So my brother Ken Jones changed. Get ready.
Yeah, let's
Get
go.
ready. Yeah.
I know I've been chained. You know I know I've been chained. You know.
I'm ready to ride, ready to represent my Christ. I'm bopping outside, feeling brand new with this feeling inside. I hop in the ride, with the same feeling I hypnotize minds. But I ain't the same, ready to sanctify these minds. I evangelize, spitting the gift from the black people side. Got it right out the mud, under the shadow is where I abide. Man, why you be judged? Look at your cousin, why she be bugged? Some of these demons be tripping, but trick out from Memphis and I'm about to handle this business. They got my back, I got them. Ready to scrap, I got them. They got my back, I got them. Ready to scrap. That's that church trap, yeah. Let's go. You don't know it, but he know it, babe. Watch my life show, I'm about to show it, babe.
Keeping me from strangers, keeping me from danger. I don't get mad or in anger, I just point my finger, there they go. My enemies are a species that's in danger. I deploy legions and we run regions. Kinda gotta watch your mouth cause we are everywhere. Cause you might be entertaining my angels but unaware. I don't even have to lift my voice for me to make it pop. Mr. Dale, I gotta lift my vocals just to make them stop. Cause I got them.
They got my back, I got them. Ready to scrap, I got them. They got my back, I got them. Ready to scrap. You don't know it, but he know it, babe. Watch my life show, I'm about to show it, babe.
Look,
I know what the bang is.
changed is it, baby.
I know what the bang is.
Come on now.
Changed is it.
Yeah, because at first I was gonna leave it every night, but I was like, no, just kick the door open.
Yeah, that's what you
Kick
gotta
the
do.
door open.
Come out. Come out with it.
Come out
strong. So, okay, we were talking before we played the song about evolving, and this song is called Change.
Yeah.
And so I think that that's perfect. You know, what I really love about this song is how we kind of see the evolution of gospel, because you use the sample
Of some real church.
of some real church.
churches.
I mean,
Because they rejected us. Church rejected us so hard, you know, in the beginning. But now I just, you know, just to have the marriage, you know, of church and trap, you know what I'm saying? And just show how it can be done, you know what I'm saying? And that it's so relevant. And that's what I love about even what Ken is doing now. Like, he was like, you know, God has him taking traditional praise and worship songs, but added to a trap beat to reach the millennials, his audience, the kids. And I mean, and it's a marriage that can happen. And for so long, you know, they fought against us, but you know, as the body of Christ, we're supposed to be able to work together. So I just feel like it's a perfect merge of both the worlds, you know. And shout out to my boy Webb of the Machine, man. He did that track, and it was just totally insane.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I remember when I first heard the song. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. You
stop that.
You said rewind that.
You gotta rewind that.
You gave it a reggae. You like, rewind.
Yes. That's definitely what it is. I mean, and I think that, you know, what I love is that in this time, like, we really need to see that unity. Like, in order for us to do what it is that we're called to do in this next generation. Like, we need to work together, we need to help each other. And I think that that's dope that you have always been so hands-on when it comes to that, you know, when it comes to impacting the youth. And what would you say, you know, looking over the 12 albums and the 20 years, what would you say has been your what's been the proudest moment for you over the course of this career?
Man, all the souls saved. All the souls saved, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Forget about all the accolades, you know what I'm saying? And even though I talk about the accolades on the album, you know what I'm saying? But really what really truly matters is that there are thousands of young people that gave their lives to God, and it was attributed to what we did. And it wasn't just me, I say we, because it took all of us. It took Kenton, it took, you know, Holy South, it took, you know, iRock, it took Petty, it took, you know, all the artists that have ever, you know, done anything, you know, with Mr. Dale. You know what I'm saying? Molly Music, you know what I'm saying? Xavier Omar, LA, MOT, you know, Gamage, Sound Right, you know what I'm saying? Averi. I mean, it's just, the list goes on and on. You're talking about 20 years. So all of these people, you know, contributed to what we did. You know what I'm saying? There's too many to name, but you know who you are, and they know who they are, and those who have been long-time fans know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, you know, it was a collective attempt to really break ground with something that was so unconventional, and we did it.
Yeah, and you said like they know who they are, and one of the things that it makes me think about is like,
yeah, because they can get into names. We're talking about 20 years, man. I'm trying to call them out, but I mean, it's a lot of folks. It's just a lot.
Right.
It's a lot of artists that, you know, I've worked with.
Yeah. But I'll say on this album, especially the soul side.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I got the double. You know,
of course.
I went ahead.
Don't play with the double.
No, you gotta get the double. Gotta get the double. Some of y'all got missing out on that.
Yeah.
But we get to find out more about you. We know who you are now more, you know, in the South Side. And so one of the songs for me that opens up that door into who Mr. Dale is our next song coming up, Curses. Tell us about that song.
Man, Curses, like I said, it's love, loss, and legacy. So it's really about me being vulnerable and open and giving you just behind the stage, behind the curtain, behind the mic, you know what I'm saying? And the realness of not just what I struggle with, but what pastors struggle with anybody in ministry. Even if you ain't in ministry, what people struggle with is generational curses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That the whole Romans 7, you know, when Paul said, man, I want to do right. You know what I'm saying? I try to do right, but it's just something in me that's keeping me from doing it, and just being able to expose and make people feel like I don't want people to feel like they crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people, you know, end up committing suicide or falling away from God because they feel like, you know, because of these curses that God don't love them, or, you know what I'm saying, or they can't continue in what God has called them to do, when the whole Bible's filled with people who had thorns and issues and curses, and they still was great men and women, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yet culture and tradition and church culture will have you to believe that you have to be perfect in order to do this, and you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that totally contradicts that Bible that we all read.
That's good. That's good.
So why don't you go ahead and lead us into this next song?
So it features the first lady of DMG, my artist D McGee, which really blessed the song and took it to a whole another level. Miss Unveiled herself, Miss Rescue herself.
Come on.
I mean, she killed it. I mean, so here it is, y'all. Curses from the Soul Side album that will be out 12/20. But if you got the LE package on MrDale.com, you already got it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah.
I go to war like I'm Sun Tzu. I meditated like a Hindu over the sin that these men do. All the while we still claim true to the game, but playing this game then brought much pain too. I lay back in the cloud of smoke, looking for hope through this dope and getting spooked by the Holy Ghost. I hang myself, I don't need a rope. So many tears, I done cried, I done died 1,000 times with these curses. The curses, I'm trying to deal with my curses. My curses, just wanna heal from these curses. These curses, can you feel all the curses? The curses, man, it's so real. I feel the drama from my daddy, the trauma from my mama. It's infected through my blood. It cut like Benihana. I can't help it, I'm a goner. Can't bring another woman in this life, it's so ironic. She cheat, that go to karma. I can't run from it. It stays with me, it prays with me. Over my shoulder, man, it preys on me. Tried to reverse it, but it came back just like a snapback. When I'm on the road to healing, devil get me off track. Or is it me? Paul said it was the sin in me. Them curses from my generation, purses for general purpose. I dissect a mess to get a message. Guess I'm cursed just to be a blessing. Gotta respect it, it's the curses, the curses. I'm trying to deal with my curses, my curses. Just wanna heal from these curses, the curses. Can you feel all my curses, my curses? Man, it's so real, it's the curses, the curses. I'm trying to deal with my curses, my curses. Just wanna heal from these curses, these curses. I can't conceal all these curses, these curses. Making appeal for my curses, my curses. I'm trying to deal with my curses, my curses. Just wanna heal from these curses, these curses. I wanna kill cause of curses, curses, the curses. Or should I kneel for the curses?
All these curses.
Woo!
That is my song.
Sing. Sing.
I'm talking about my song. Like, it is definitely one of my favorite songs on the soul side. And I have to say that because the album is so incredible. Like, I do not have a favorite song on this album. I mean, I have probably at least 6 on each. And it's only 6 songs.
Right.
So it's amazing. But what I love is that we can really feel your energy. We can really feel your heart. We can feel your passion. Like, it's especially, I mean, on both sides, but I'll say especially on the soul side.
Yeah.
Like, it really conveys, even in that song, Curses, as you're telling the story, it feels so fresh.
Yeah.
And that's something that, you know, I think, I hope that the audiences feel is the transparency and the realness. Going out, you know, with this being your last album, why was it so important? Or really, how did you get so comfortable being so open like this? Like, talking, I mean, because this stuff is deep.
Yeah. It really started with a song called My Life Rated R. and reverse the curse. It started on Thriller. So it started 11 years ago when I first exposed the issues going on with my family, because by that time I just started to realize that a lot of the curses had to do with that. And that was when God began to deal with me, and which later brought the inspiration to Soul Ties, what I'm graduating into. And so, I think it was just, it was a part of my ministry, and evolution. If I'm leaving a blueprint, it just can't be, because so many rappers want to hear about how did you do it. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear, they want to get the blueprint as far as the business is concerned.
Right. Yeah.
And they're more concerned about being famous than being, effective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just think effectiveness goes with being real. It goes with being vulnerable. The deep call it to the deep. And in order to be healed, you got to be real. So, and then when you get older, Marcus, you get older, you develop this, I don't care what you think about me spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you've seen so many people try to stop what you're doing, and there's a force that's behind you, and it's a force to be reckoned with. And when you realize that it's God that's backing you,
come on,
and that no weapon formed against you can prosper,
come on.
It's like, all right, then, okay, say whatever you want to say, but if God has chosen me, you can't curse what's blessed.
Yeah, you better preach on this radio show, okay? Ain't even Soul Sunday. You up there?
Yeah. But it's soul side though.
But and so, this is your last album, and you are transitioning into the role of a love and life coach, as we've seen with Soul Ties and all that. But I feel like this next song, Fix It, you start to talk about stuff that I've heard you talk about in those seminars,
right.
And so it's really like, to me, this is like a merging.
It is
of those two. So tell us about Fix It.
Yeah, by the time you get to track, 5 on Soul Side, like halfway, the last half of Soul Side is the pretty much like a Soul Ties soundtrack.
Yeah,
pretty much, and I did that on purpose because I knew that, for what I wanted to do with Soul Ties and take it into mainstream arenas, like I wanted to have songs that I can do them in spoken word places or clubs or hookah lounges, or just something where the message can be took, but yet felt.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So Fix It is one of those songs. Curses is one of those songs. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, that's why you hear that, and that's why it's the merging of that. And like I said, it just speaks to more of the story, man. The legacy, and just the reason behind the rhyme, and I just had to tell it all. I had to bear it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like one of the things I said, I think on the documentary was, I was asked, or during the listening session that I had, when somebody asked me, how do you feel now that the album's complete? I said empty, because that's how you're supposed to leave it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, like, I feel like that's like life. If you don't die empty, you didn't do your job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jesus said it is finished. He left nothing undone. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was empty. He gave up the ghost because I've done everything I was supposed to do. So that's how I feel about this album.
Yeah, well, after hearing this song, people's tear ducts gonna be on empty.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and introduce it for us.
Fix It, man. This is about Fix It. Self-explanatory, but I'm gonna come back and, do the benediction on this one. Off Soul Side, let's ride.
From inception, I dealt with rejection, figured out a way to block it out. Sex, but that downfall led to my deception. Never mind that part, I was molested by my babysitter, and that made me bitter. My mama left me out like pick of the litter, but I'm not a quitter. gave me ambition. Never respect it, and you wonder why I never listen. Your lack of motivation led to my frustration. And if love is a house, then why my heart breaking? Or would you blame Satan like you don't play a part? Guess what we fake, and the light never tells the dark, because the dark knows. And when the wind blows, I feel the cold in my soul, it won't let me go. Don't wanna suffer no more. Nah, but she don't wanna let it go. Up to the sky. Can I ask the Lord why? In the city where the skinny really die, man, she don't wanna fix it. Yeah, man, she don't wanna fix it. Nah, and I still wonder why. Will I live? I'd rather die, cause they never will appreciate the try. Lord, she don't wanna fix it. Nah, man, she don't wanna fix it. Yeah, we called him Mister. Even before I got my name, he had bloodshot eyes, brought me lifetime pain. He was on cocaine, shooting Kurt Cobain. He was so insane, and I ain't been the same never. My mama told me she would make it better, till he brought his check home and put it on the dresser. Guess the love of money made me the lesser. 13 years of that pressure gave me stress, cuz where the love, bruh? I'm feeding for myself, this is stressful. I just want a peace of mind from this hellhole. Rage, beating, you talking about a stronghold. I wonder where my daddy, somewhere in the caddy. A Rolling Stone won't check after his own, sadly. I just need some protection, badly. Sometimes I wish it never had. I hold my head up to the sky. Can I ask the Lord why? In the city where the skinny really die, man, she don't wanna fix it. Yeah, man, she don't wanna fix it. Nah, and I still wonder why. Will I live? I'd rather die, cause they never will appreciate the try. Lord, she don't wanna fix it. Nah, Lord, she don't wanna fix it. Yeah. Nah, to my surprise, met an angel in disguise. To my surprise, she was an angel in disguise. Does that make her a demon from some region? I can hear the legion screaming, trying to get out. She's stuck in the ways and never let out. Nightmares in the house, she can't forget by. Wonder if the pain from her dad made her seek out somebody who the race saw the stains and the letdowns. Or is it me? Did I fail and produce a hell that conformed her and transformed her into a shell? Made her cry like 10,000 times. That she wanna switch sides and adapt to my crimes. I'm a man, I get it, I admit it, yeah, I did it. Blame it on my youth and my ignorance. Sorry, I prayed to the Lord for forgiveness, but she don't wanna fix. I hold my head up to the sky. Can I ask the Lord why? In the city where the skinny really die, man, she don't wanna fix it. Yeah, man, she don't wanna fix it. Nah, and I still wonder why. Will I live? I'd rather die, cause they never will appreciate the try. Lord, she don't wanna fix it. Nah, Lord, she don't wanna fix it. Yeah? Nah.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Heavy.
So look, she don't want to fix it is the first two verses are talking about my mother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The number one, first relationship with my mother, and then the relationship that my mother allowed with this abusive stepfather.
Yeah.
And then how that relationship between me and her like affected my romantic relationships. So the woman that I chose, ironically, if I'm hating my mother, but I ended up choosing a girl that reminded me of my mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like the things that I couldn't do to my mother out of respect and out of fear, I ended up doing to her. Like I cussed her out. I called her out of her name. I put my hands on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at every moment she would do something that reminded me of my mother, then that was my release. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the bad, toxic space that I was in to be able to do that. And then, you know, of course, the moral of the story is, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, the victim ends up becoming the victimizer. And then regardless of you getting better and changing your life, some people don't forget. You know what I'm saying? They don't forget who you were and what you did to them. And then so she don't want to fix it. So you see it's a cycle, you know what I'm saying? So it's like mama don't want to fix it, my girl don't want to fix it. And sometimes it ain't no happy ending.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, every story can't be like that. Every story can, you know, and even as Christians, we think, oh, everybody gonna, no, everybody ain't gonna forgive you. Everybody ain't gonna forget. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta learn to live with the choices you made, you know what I'm saying? And the consequences. And man up and woman up and say, okay, well, I gotta do it better when God blesses me with another chance.
Yeah. So with how intense and heavy this album can get, how was it difficult for you to do this album? Because, you know, one thing that you'll get to hear when you get Soul Side is you also talk about your dad and the passing of your dad. And so it's like, even beyond this, like when you talk about loss, there's been a lot of loss over the years. Even a brother of yours that you lost during a show, a concert that you were actually having. He died at the show. With all of that, is it difficult, or was it difficult to work on this album when it comes to touching on those subjects? How emotional was it? Because we feel the emotion. Was it emotional for you?
Yeah, very, very. Especially, before I even wrote a lyric to Your Voice, which is about my dad, like I teared up on just the track. Like as I was making the track, it's just I felt the emotions of the track. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this by far was the most emotional outpouring, offering that I've ever given, on any album. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I call it my masterpiece, man. And I really hope that, just my pain can have purpose, and my mess can have ministry and help people. You know what I'm saying? To navigate through it, those who cannot articulate these type of feelings in the world. I'm just happen to be blessed to be a poet, to be able to know how to articulate pain. You know what I'm saying? So that's just really what this is, what Soul Side is.
And also with articulating pain, I think you do a wonderful job of articulating success. and so one of my favorite songs on Soul Side, we gonna get into it in a minute. You're about to hear it. It kicks it off. It kicks it off. And this entire album is especially Soul Side, is a very reflective album. And we do get like all the letting it out, like getting all the pain out. But what was it like to write no intro and to be in the studio and record no intro, just reflecting on all you have done and who Mr. Dale is? Because that's the thing, you know who you are, right? You know who you are, but then when you sit back and see who you are, who Mr. Dale is, like the reason why kids run up to the stage, the reason why people stay through some rappers that they don't want to hear because they know Mr. Dale is closing. You know what I mean? The reason why people buy the double album early so they can get the documentary and hear the story. Like the reason why people look up to you the way that they do.
Talk about it.
What was that like? What was that like?
First of all, it was the longest song that I have ever written in my life. I never take long to write a song, man. My engineers, my producers, my artists would tell you it does not take me long. But this song literally took me the whole working day, like 6 hours.
Wow.
6 hours, really more than that, because I started on it a day before that. So I ain't even finished it till the next day. You know what I'm saying? And because I had to really think about everything that I have done. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want people to get the wrong idea when they hear it and think that I'm just on here, boasting or being cocky. No, this is straight up. If you know the story, this is what Paul said. I'm boasting in God. Like this is none of me. Like I don't even deserve to have this history, to have everything that I have. Let my haters tell it. You know what I'm saying? They and that's why they do all that they can to not mention me in a conversation of Christian hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Or who started it, or who put other people on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, the people that's home know. You know what I'm saying? The people that was around know. You know what I'm saying? And it was just really made me just wow, just thanking God. And it was such a praise moment, man, because I was, you could hear the excitement, like I was hopping in the booth.
Yeah.
Like I literally had to do it line for line because I was running out of breath because I was dancing like to the whole every line. It was like I had to write 4 bars and then break. And you're like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And then write more 4 bars, come back. Damn.
Yo,
no introduction.
It's fine.
That's what it's short for. And it needs no intro. That side needs no intro. And then I just go through the entire 20 years of how it happened. You know what I'm saying? How God did it. You know what I'm saying? And definitely just the frustration of what's going on now. A little bit of black in there toward the end. You know, when I did the double entendre, you know, no cop go Kaepernick me. You know what I'm saying? Or Kaepernick, you know, but Kaepernick me. How Kaepernick kneeled, and then you have a white police officer kneeling on a black man's neck. You know, and me telling folk you ain't go 8:46 me. Right. You know what I'm saying? For 8 minutes and 40 seconds, like it's just that boldness. You know what I'm saying? Even like, okay, past accolades, I'm still a black man out here, and I've been pulled over by the police doing ministry. I went to jail. You know what I'm saying? Doing ministry. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know about other Christian rappers, but like saying the song, we don't see eye to eye. My story ain't your story. This is just different, man. Just let the song speak.
Come on.
Let the song.
Let's get it.
No intro.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up? What up, bro? Woo! Who am I? LD 2020. Who am I? Soulside. Yeah, let's get into it, man. Welcome to the latest. I'm shining my greatness. Unforgettable, like Natalie's famous. I let freedom ring like I'm that king. Ask your favorite rapper, he'll tell you the same thing. That nigga Dale was a real one. Took 12 albums, I know you feel one. Or maybe 2 or 3. Guess who they came to see? Who they want, you or me? I think it's plain to see. Damn, gave you the business before the forgiveness. A kid from Memphis will go down as one of the illest. If I ain't speaking the truth, you can pay me a visit. That's worth the universal, putting up some of the millions. I am he is I. I'm so fly, publishing, looking right, thanks to being mine. And I be cashing chicks till the day I die. Silly rappers, you and I don't see eye to eye. Dale, loved by a few and hated by so many. I'm by the dollar, yo, a penny and ain't worth a penny. Been a track star way before you had opinions. You talking for the views, I'm walking in dominion. Damn, hypnotized minds, move plenty behinds. Had the city jumping summer of the 99. And then I switched it up. You brought the sunshine, just like Miss Twinkie Clark. Check out the timeline. Damn, you paying for fans, your career is a fable. The only Christian rapper dealing with 4 different labels. What up, Selecto? A Memphis juggernaut. Danny and Marco, that's holy hip hop. Motown gospel. I say what up, Ken? He took me out to lunch and said they wanted in. 5 years now, everybody wanna be my friend. Nominated for a Grammy, didn't need to win. Damn, yeah, drop that Future and drop Hope Dilla. Top them charts, I say that boy winning. Contract up, but my stock was appealing. Time to re-up, this time I want millions. And in the meantime, I'm on the grind. Central South got Holy South, now that's a peace of mind. But here come the recession, had your boy stressing. But in the midst of the mess, God taught me a lesson. Yeah, if you sow, you will truly grow. The offering was massive, stacks was full. I walked away, gasping, hitting the floor. About to lose my house, I was going for broke. Apostle Hilliard taught me about the faith. He believed in the vision, told me to be great. Got a call from my lawyer, what could it be? got time today. COVID got me in the yo, I got time to play. I ain't letting up, I got rhyme for days. Gotta tell you about the legend that God done made. Since you won't do it, I celebrate myself. I bring the 40 out, definition of wealth. Oh, you won't give me props? I don't need your permission. Already blessed the child, let me get back to business. Damn, no cap, no cop, won't cap a neck, me nigga, get it? 1 mil on my neck, 846 a nigga, get it? My soul is debts, my finger on the trigger. My God, what's next? We only getting bigger. The wicked will perish due to the trickery. My lyrics forever, never get rid of me. This was by design, call it designer frame. Next time you mention me, put respect on my name. Damn. Say my name, like I was BB. Hip hop apostle from Memphis, Tennessee. Nah, I ain't bragging, I boast in G.O.D. That's worth the 217, City Girl A&T. 21. This man needs no introduction. My name shall speak straight to my unction. This man need no introduction. My name says it all, that is my function. Dale.
Damn!
Boom.
Damn!
Damn!
Boom.
Damn! Damn!
Look, your boy got time today.
Look, this there.
And it was
Boom.
I mean, but that really is. When I first heard this song, now Soul Side is a very emotional album, but I teared up hearing this song and just
Really, this energy song? Why?
yes, because listening to the lyrics and it's like, man, like that's my dude.
Yeah.
I know him. I know him. Like it's one of those things. It's just like you really done a lot. You really been through a lot. You really accomplished a lot. And to say that I was there for at least the final little loop-de-loop of the ride.
Halfway.
You know, I
2010, you came in halfway.
Yeah. I did.
Wow.
I did.
Beautiful thing.
It's been a wonderful
Yeah,
ride.
it has. And we still got more to go.
Oh, of course.
You know, that's just the music
Of course.
end.
Yeah.
But glory be to God, man. That man, glory be to God.
And that's what it is for me. Like, for me, I feel like, because I felt the same way. Like, I kind of got emotional, especially like the second, third time hearing it.
Yeah.
Like, the first time, you just like, okay, why are you going off like that? Why are you doing this to the people? This how you going out?
Right.
But you got, but this is how you should go out. Like, with, you know, so much, such a huge testimony of the goodness of God.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it was for me that made me emotional, is just to see, look at all that God has done in this incredible man who comes from abuse, mental, emotional, physical abuse, rejection, abandonment, not knowing your father, losing all these people, having people talk about you, like going through a recession to where, you know, you could have given up, you could have walked away. We see rappers all the time on both sides, Christian and, you know, secular. You know, it's not working for me. I'm not making enough. I'm not getting the money I thought I was going to get, so I'm out. But to see how not only did you keep going, but your faith just increased. It seems like in every single situation, instead of you getting in despair, getting worried, you just kept having more faith. And God just kept doing more things. And it's just, to me, it's incredible. Like, as an artist, like you said, the blueprint, it has done a lot for me personally, in my tenacity, you know, and being able to be mentored by you as well. It's not about me, but just to continue to pay homage to what you've done, you know, for an artist like me. It's like, man, if Dale could do this for 20 years, like, what am I, what? Like, I can't be like, oh, I done 2 albums, I'm tired, I'm done. And I do it all the time, but I'm like,
tired of this, Mike.
I'm tired. I'm like, well, we got 12 albums here.
Yeah.
Classic albums, all of them incredible. So, with everything that you have done, man, what would you say is the legacy, like the last thing, like what you want people to really grasp? Because you said a lot, but if there was like one message that you wanted people to get, what would it be?
Yeah, man, the one message would be that God did not make a mistake in calling you.
Yeah.
You know, I think that so many of us look at, you know, our faults and look at, you know, the curses or where we come from. and think, no, I can't continue, or there's no way I can accomplish this big thing, right?
Yeah.
Because I come from this, and that's why it was so important for me to tell you the complete history of what I came from. You know, even down to childhood with Fix It and Curses and songs like that. Is that, look, man, I ain't supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Just giving by the whole story. I'm not. You know, I'm a statistic if God never would have pulled me out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Really, you know what I'm saying? That's what I should have been. I've been to juvenile. I've been to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's on the road to destruction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it is just, I mean, but everybody worth their salt always questioned God. It was like, do you have the right one? Jeremiah said I was too young, you know what I'm saying? Peter said I'm too much of a sinner. You know what I'm saying? Moses said I can't talk. But God made no mistake in none of them.
That's right.
And they still did, you know, here I am shining my greatness. You know what I'm saying? So that is just you acknowledging that God don't make no mistakes. And if he calls you, then trust me, you are well equipped and God is well able to make sure that you finish the work.
You see, that is wisdom. From the king, I'm saying it, the king of holy hip hop.
Yes.
The one and only Mr. Dale. The masterpiece is out now.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, tell us, is it too late? Is it too late for the LTE, for the people who slept on it? There was only an exclusive amount of copies available. And we said that, hey, you got to get this now. It's going to go fast. If you want to hear both sides, is it too late? Do they all have to wait for the official release date, or can people still get this? Can they still order it?
They can still get it. It's only a little. It's only a few. I don't want to discourage nobody, so I ain't going to tell you how few it is. But if you want it, go to MrDale.com and go ahead and get it, or you can just wait. But if you get it, you'll get the documentary.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Produced and directed by my boy BLT.
Yeah.
Shot by my boy 901 Crown Vic.
Yeah.
Incredible presentation.
Yes. It's classic. Like, if you're a real Mr. Dale fan,
Yeah, they want me to put it out. I don't know.
it's so good. But if you're a real Mr. Dale fan, like, you have to get LTE because you're getting a lot with this. Like, not
Tell them what
only are you
LTE means. Some folks might be like, what is LTE?
LTE limited edition.
Yeah.
That's what this is a nostalgic double disc collector's item. Okay, so with this, you're going to get MD 2020, like we talked about, South Side and Soul Side. Soul Side's not coming out till December 20th.
Right.
So you're going to
You
get
can
early.
be banging it now.
Right.
But what else are they going to get? There's another gift along with the documentary
Is it?
that's exclusive.
Is it? What is that?
The definitive collection.
The definitive collection. I was setting you up.
Come on.
Yeah, the definitive collection is just 20 bangers, hand-picked. I don't even remember what all is on here. This is,
Yeah, don't.
It's
this
fresh.
is,
It's new.
it's
It's
so
fresh.
fresh. I halfway don't want to pick it up.
It's fresh.
But yeah, it's like all my favorite picks, man, and it defines my whole career. Gangsta Boo is on there, Lil Chat is on there, Salt and Pepper, Out of Eden. You know what I'm saying? They gave me my first debut situation to the Christian world. That was crazy. Of course, Canton. Production by Organized Noise. That's the production team of Outkast,
Yes.
TLC, and
Yes.
man, DJ Squeaky, man, did a beat on there for me. Man, you know, that's Young Jeezy producer, Memphis legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Fabo on there?
Fabo was on there.
Yeah. It's hot.
It tells the whole, it's
Yeah.
good.
So if you just met, like if you wanted to get, okay, I
I don't got time to listen to all that. Just,
If you want
for
to
this
get-
generation, they need, okay, boom, here's 20 years in an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The definitive collection.
And this is another 20 songs.
Yeah. It's
So-
2020, literally 40. So
you're
it's 40
literally
songs in the
getting
package.
40 songs in the package.
And the
plus
documentary.
documentary. So, I mean, y'all better hurry up, MrDale.com. And if they don't do that, they are able to get Southside Where is it available? How can they get it?
Everywhere that records are streaming, because you know y'all don't buy music no more, so that's another reason why I'm out the game.
Now listen, y'all. MrDale.com got the album too. Support this man who is giving y'all years and years and years of Kingdom Fire.
The industry is over. The labels are giving us a fraction of pennies on streams.
Right.
It's a wrap.
Let me say this though. This is something that you probably have not thought of, listeners. You can stream it and sow a seed.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like, go ahead and stream it and drop off that 10, 20, 20, 40 for 2020. Drop off the seed on the Cash App.
Yeah, I got to donate on
donate
MrDale.com.
on the Cash App at $Mr. Dale.
10, 1 0,
Yes.
1 0.
Yes.
So into this man.
That's what's up.
And I bought mine, but I'm also about to run up them streams.
Yeah.
Look, I do it for all my favorite artists. When the joint come out, I put it on the computer, I play it, and I play it for 24 hours on repeat.
Running up the stream.
Running up the stream. Like, you gotta run up the streams.
Not only run up the streams, run up the views.
Yeah.
Don't forget the music.
The video
change.
Drops 11/20, which is, I mean, if you listen to this right now, it's already available on YouTube. Go to subscribe to my YouTube too, Mr. Dale, on YouTube, and changes on there. It's on social media. It's going crazy. Follow me on social media, Mr. Dale Music on Facebook, Mr. Dale Music on IG. And get ready for the journey. I'm going to do 8 videos on this album. I've never done it before. Never done this many videos. I have friends, man. Just Timo is a director now. My boy Crown Vic, who former member of Holy South, you know what I'm saying? He's a videographer doing a lot of my shooting. I mean, it's awesome to see how we all have evolved, you know what I'm saying, the people. And I just believe in being a fan of my friends and so on as my friends. So, yeah, I'm doing a lot of videos, a lot of video work, and it's all still in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do it.
You have to do that, though, because you have so many hits. That's the thing. Like, usually it's like, okay, what's the song? You know, what's the song I should do my video to?
And then I'd be lazy, too. I'd be like, I got too much other stuff to do, man. Got time to be shooting no videos.
But this all we gonna do.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it. And I'm gonna go back and do videos for all the albums, too. I think my fan base deserves that. So, certain albums that I never did, songs I never did videos on, I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah. Even think about going back to Hope Dilla, doing, oh my God, all the Fabo and getting Fabo up, you know what I'm saying? You can tell him, man, bring back the shades and get the dancing back, bro.
Yes, well, thank you, Mr. Dale. This was an incredible interview.
Thank y'all, Revolt Radio. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all can listen to Revolt Radio each and every week. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on The Revolt Radio on all social media, IG and Facebook. And of course, we are in the Memphis market, the Atlanta market, and Jackson, Tennessee.
Yes. Y'all see how he just switched into to host mode? Then all right, back to host mode.
Mary Harris. But listen, God bless y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me for the past 20 years. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for listening. Please go and get MD 2020. That all.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Until next time.
It's Revolt Radio.
It's Revolt Radio.
With your girl Merk, aka Miss P31.
Your boy Timo with the dance move.
And Mr. Dale, the whole D-line.
Peace out, y'all.
I know I've been chained. You know the I know I've been chained. You know
I'm ready to ride, ready to represent my Christ. I'm bopping outside, feeling brand new with this feeling inside. I hop in the ride with the same feeling I hypnotize minds, but I ain't the same. Ready to sanctify these minds. I evangelize, spitting the gift from the black people side. Got it right out the mud, under the shadow is where I